Mike Vrabel for the Tennessee Titans. Obviously, everybody that listens to this show usually knows I'm not the biggest Vrabel guy. I haven't been. Everyone wants to sit here and say, oh, Mike Tomlin is so 9-8. He can't have a great year, but he does just enough to hang on. Mike Vrabel is the step below that. He has worse seasons than Tomlin does. He doesn't take his team anywhere. He's had a franchise quarterback in Tannehill for many years past where Mike Tomlin hasn't. There's so many things that I just think, for me, right now they're talking about, do they extend Mike Vrabel after this season, or do you think his time is up? For me, his time is up. I do not see him being the coach there in Tennessee. Now, the question of will he get another job somewhere else? He probably will. But starting here with Tennessee, do you think that they should extend Mike Vrabel?
Absolutely not. I'm surprised he's still with the team. I think he should have been fired 2-3 years ago. I mean, why are you keeping the guy here who is having this team just become more perpetually bad year in, year out? Like, we are like 3-4 years removed from the Titans being in at least, a divisional game every freaking year. They were winning at least one playoff game. And it's like each year they keep losing players. I didn't really understand why they stuck with Tannehill for so long. And It seems like, okay, so now you get Levis when it's already too late. And it's sad from a football, fan perspective to see Derrick Henry. His career's kind of wasting away down there. And he's not quite the running back that he used to be. It's not like you can just feed him and he's going to carry you for 25 points a game. It's not that same team. Offensively, they're among the worst in all rankings. Defensively, it's kind of the one thing that, they have going for them, but still they're a mediocre team in that regard too. I think they need a change. I think they need to bring in a young head coach, get a little energy, get a little bit of life into this team, because it's obviously not there with Vrabel. And I honestly think he's starting to lose the locker room just a little bit.
And one other thing about Vrabel that I do want to mention is it sounds like he's not happy with everything either. I know he kind of had an extension there in 2022. So people were like, oh, he's going to be there for a while. Now there's like some money problems and whatever. And he just sounds over it too. I think both sides need to just move on here. I like that you said a young coach, because I'll tell you what, no one is talking about Will Levis enough. This kid plays with a dog mentality. I've started to really watch him. Look, I know. I haven't been high on him. I haven't loved him. But when you really sit down and watch the Tennessee Titans game, which, by the way, it's hard. I understand. But when you sit down and you watch him, dude, he might not be the best quarterback, but he plays hard. And I like quarterbacks that play hard. Kenny Pickett, the same kind of style. They play with that. I don't care. The difference with Levis is he runs the ball even more. He lowers his head even more than Kenny Pickett does. I just like the kid's mentality. I don't think he's the future or anything like that, but I think that they should be better than they are. They've lost a lot of one-score games, and the only reason that they've been in half these games is because Will Levis steps up in the big moments and gets it done. So, look, a lot of things that could happen there with the Tennessee Titans. Will Levis, everything like that. We're going to see what happens with those guys moving forward.